All right, and we are back with another episode of Two for the Culture. I'm Justin Devante.
I'm Stephen Ray.
Yes, sir, and we're back here. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, doing well.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that fast that I did is kind of like continuing. Like I feel like I don't eat that much during the day anymore at all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do it on purpose now a little bit though.
So it's more of the intermittent fasting then that you're doing.
Yeah, but like super intentional about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, I think yeah. I said last time about not really eating during work, or like I work all day, but like the I guess like an 8 hour span, 8 or 9 hour span.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do that on purpose now.
Okay, for sure. And do you feel like the day's going by fast when you're working all day now?
I don't know. I think I'm just starting to get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm starting to get used to it. I usually just have a timer set for like a 3 hour time span.
Mm-hmm.
And then after the timer goes all the way down to 3 hours, then I'll take like a little break, and then I'll hop back on, do 3 hours, and then after this, then I'll do like another 3 hours. It's just easier to kind of manage the time that way.
Understood.
Yeah, than just sitting there. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Shoot, I feel like I was just talking to my aunt not too long ago because I went to church and I talked to her, and then I had to work right afterwards, and then she's like, "You're the hardest person working out here."
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, when I thought about it, I was like, yeah, I get done driving for Uber at 3 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Then, I rest up, get up for church starts, Bible study starts at 10.
Mm-hmm.
Then church don't get out to really about 12:30. And, I take care of my granny, so I got to get her stuff. And then I was doing her bills. And then going through her mail, making sure, we went through everything. And then going to work.
Yeah.
Well, it's work from home, but yeah. But nonetheless, and that was 3 to 8. And then, so my girl cooked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was good. Beef tips, mashed potatoes, and broccoli.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it be feeling good sometimes coming home to a good meal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, and then we chilled because there's a new season of Last of Us. Have you watched Last of Us?
I don't know what that is.
Last of Us, it's like a apocalypse show.
Yeah, it's okay. Self-explanatory.
Yeah. So it's a zombie apocalypse show. It's based off of the game Last of Us.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So pretty much it's like fungus. So it's fungi takes over the body, and then it spreads. And of course, it's like a zombie. So if you get bit, then you can be taken over. But this one girl, she was, I'm kind of summing up a part of the season for you, but she finds out that her mom got bit while she was giving birth.
Mm-hmm.
So she's immune to the fungus taking over her body. So she still can get torn apart, but if she gets bit, it won't affect her.
Mm-hmm.
So now what people feel like she's the key to survival.
Yeah.
And so it's the kind of journey with him and this the main character, older man, because she's like 14.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of journeying around, and of course what they see, also of course it's not always worrying about the zombie, but you gotta worry about the people as well.
Oh
Yeah. And so I was talking to my girl, and I was like, I'm taking that because I got to test the expedition. I was like, I'm taking the expedition. She's like, duh. Yeah. Like, of course, you're gonna have better chances if you have a gas car. Like,
yeah,
true.
I thought about that.
Yeah. I was like, very, very true.
Mm-hmm.
So that's funny they even said that, because Elon Musk, the Cybertruck, is like, people feel like it's a apocalyptic car, but really it's still charging.
Yeah, gonna be one of the first ones to go.
Yeah. It's bulletproof, so you could be good for a certain extent.
Yeah.
But no, you can't really go no farther than about 300-400 miles. And if everything shut down, the grid shut down, you're screwed.
It's over with. Yeah, I thought about that with cars. I was like, damn, I would love to have. And usually for some reason they be the electric vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
Them hoes be looking so futuristic.
Yeah.
Like I was looking up Audis yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and like one of the newest electric out, that shit looked like it's from a movie like 20
Yeah.
years from now.
Yeah.
And it looks so cool, but also like, bruh, if the shit go down, what the fuck is this for?
Yeah, it's true.
Like, bruh, there's no reason to have this.
Yeah. But I guess, if fuel pumps don't work and things like that, but there's so many you can siphon fuel from other vehicles. Yeah, so you can really go. I guess it depends on how you look at things. I ain't no electrician or no engineer that can figure that out, but bicycles.
And
You
bicycles,
gonna have a bike.
yeah, bikes,
Yeah.
and gas cars.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
Yeah. So it got me think. We was talking about apocalypse, and how do you think you'll fare in apocalypse?
How do I think what?
You'll fare like make it. Would you feel like you'll do well?
I'll do.
Yeah,
I need to learn some shit.
Yeah, that Ray So Silly ain't gonna get you far.
That Ray So Silly ain't gonna give me that. Matter of fact, that shit gonna it's gonna fuck me up even more.
Yeah, I can edit your videos.
Yeah, that's gonna fuck me up even more.
Yeah.
Niggas gonna ride me off the strength of just being Ray So Silly.
Yeah. I got you.
But no, there's this book that I'm actually, just because you said that, like I'm gonna get this book this week. But there's this book. It's like a survival book, and it shows you like everything, like how to make water, how to recycle stuff,
water.
Yeah, like out of air.
Damn.
Yeah,
that's like very futuristic.
Yeah, the world ends. There's a book for it. How to cook stuff, how to like just literally a survival guide.
So like a cookbook.
Food Network.
Yeah.
Everything shut down. Well, I know how to make some lasagna. No, but it's
that whole fat. You know what I mean? Like I'm talking about that book.
No,
because I mean, it shows you how to make water, how to make meals, and survive.
Yeah, no, it's got everything in there. That I did want that. I don't know why I haven't gotten that yet, but that
probably
would
an
help.
apocalypse. So you don't really need to learn how to survive when everything right.
What you mean?
Like when everything good.
Yeah, when everything good, I ain't even think about it.
Yeah,
but when Amazon shut down and the world shut down, I'm gonna be. I don't want to say I'm gonna be fucked, but let's just say pre-book versus post-book. That would be two different outcomes for me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like so since we're in pre-book right now, I don't know how long. I don't know, man. That I got a survival mindset though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good in terms of not giving up and trying to figure out how to do shit and ration and all that type of shit. I'm good on that aspect, but
do you think you could kill a zombie easily? Like
kill a zombie? I ain't never seen one.
No, I'm just saying. Of course.
Actually, I have.
Ooh.
Niggas on meth.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the closest you gonna get. Them motherfuckers are strong.
Yeah. How from experience? You had to fight off a meth man?
I didn't get to fight him off, but got robbed by one, and he wasn't scared of anything. Nothing.
Oh yeah.
He wasn't scared of nothing. Literally.
That is actually crazy. No, I forgot about that story.
Yeah, he wasn't scared of shit.
Yeah.
So I would assume a zombie is something like that.
Yeah. No, but I mean, if you know he's a zombie, because it's different. Because people off of drugs is a little bit different. You don't want to kill them because they'll come back to life fairly regular. But if the world goes to hell, and that zombies exist, I feel like it'll be kind of easy to kill.
Easy to kill,
like not like
easier to kill a zombie than a nigga on meth.
No, I'm saying like rationalizing your mind. I'm killing the man. I'm not saying like the difficulty of stabbing him to death. I'm saying like rationalizing your mind.
Oh,
hey, I need to drop him. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so just not just second nature to be like, all right, like an ant, an ant. All right, bro.
Exactly.
Let me get this man out the backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I'm not caring about any of them. What if one of them was your family member?
You getting dropped 2 times as fast.
I know where to hit you. I know your weak spots and everything. I know you got a bad leg.
I mean, I feel bad because I'm like, damn, what if the cure came fairly quickly? You know what I mean? Yeah. But but I mean, if you're attacking me, that's already self-defense. And it depends because the thing about the Last of Us versus like Walking Dead, The Last of Us, I feel like faster than they was as humans. Yeah. So they move for real.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you ain't just easily like just punch one or stab one in the head and they keep on moving. Nah, bro. Because like The Walking Dead. I'm sure you've seen The Walking Dead. Before. They like you can stab them real quick, and it's not until they all just really kind of huddle around you to where you can't do nothing about it. But then that one can move around and get you. Yeah.
I ain't trying to see that.
Yeah, of course not.
No, that's that man. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
I wonder if there is something. There's got to be something that can make humans do that. Cause niggas with when people get rabies, they be like different.
Yeah, when humans do it.
I mean, I only saw it in a movie.
Yeah, so. I say humans. When animals, yeah, they be like they're more aggressive. Yeah, and also they twitch and like, have you seen a raccoon on rabies from the
raccoon on rabies? No.
Yeah, on YouTube, like they'll start glitching and seizing up and be weird, very weird.
Oh.
Yeah, there was actually a raccoon at our church in the attic.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I wasn't expecting that. All right.
Yeah. No,
he was sizing people up at the altar.
So it was in the attic. So my mentor, there was because the church would either like you have the heat on, but it wouldn't get hot. It was, or vice versa. And then at first it was like, all right, the church is just not, it's older, it's not energy efficient. And then they come up there because that's the work we do. My mentor does. What is so funny?
Because you about to lead into a story. Well, you starting the story off saying so that the AC was like tripping.
Yeah.
And then y'all finna go up there and find this crazy ass.
I didn't go up anywhere.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. But so I'm just telling the story as he's telling it to me. And then as I know, because I go to church, I go to the church, and we're obviously not receiving heat. But I'm thinking it's just older weatherization stuff. I know we did work up there before, but I was like, it shouldn't be like this. We did better things, but come to find out, there was like big gaping holes open, like the duck. A big old duck line was split open. And so there's like, dang, like just what's going on, just not thinking anything of it. Like we need to replace these or, seal them up as best as we can. And then, and so they come out, one of the workers are like, hey, there's something up here. Yeah. And then you see these peering eyes looking at him. Yeah. So they're like, oh shoot, that's a raccoon. So the raccoon in the winter was ripping up the ducts because that's what heat was coming out, so it can feel better.
Oh.
Yeah. But then, so they kind of knocked on the ceiling and kind of let it out a certain path. Long story short, and that thing was big as hell. Yeah. Well, it let out, climbed down the ladder, and then they sealed it back up. The patch back up.
I wonder what it was eating in the attic.
I think it was coming to and from. So,
he was living in the church.
I mean, shoot, it was like sleeping here by night and going out by day. Yeah, and then we got trash and stuff. It could be munching on the trash.
Oh God, yeah,
it could be a
Sunday
thing.
is his best day.
Yeah. You got Soul Food Sunday. For real.
Soul Food Sunday, man.
Yeah. So he was very much living and chilling for real.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But the zombie apocalypse, I think it's just, better to huddle up. Yeah. 5 people,
Yeah, you're definitely you cannot be by yourself.
Yeah. Because last podcast we talked about it, and they're like, I'm going to get my girl. I'm like, bruh, this is zombie apocalypse. You going all the way to Murfreesboro?
Yeah.
Yeah. To get her to come back.
Wait, what you mean?
Like, because that's where he was living at the time.
Who?
Tate.
Oh, uh-huh.
Yeah. He was like, I'm going to get my girl. And I'm like, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I was like, that's a bad idea. Cause I'm
Uh-huh.
just saying, it's like you going through a zombie apocalypse just to get her. You better hope she come to you.
You're right. Oh my god.
Yeah, and then y'all fend for yourselves.
And it's just you the whole way there.
Yeah.
Right, think he Will
Yeah.
Smith, Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, I swear. Yeah. Yeah. That'll be lit. Are they supposed to come out with the?
Yeah.
Okay.
I Am Legend too.
That'll be hard.
Mm-hmm. Now they coming out with they accepted Will Smith back in Hollywood with Open Arms.
Open
He got
Arms.
Men in Black coming out. He finna shoot that.
I didn't really care for the. I tried to watch the last one.
I'm not
Yeah.
the big. I don't even remember it.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, last one I remember was the one with the woman, the octopus woman.
I don't remember that.
Oh well, yeah, and it had some girl, Rosaria,
Oh, okay. I know you're talking
Rosie,
about Dawson.
something.
Yeah, I know
She
you're
was
talking about.
fine.
Yeah,
She was definitely fine.
yeah. But cause I remember he was on. Will Smith was on Drink Champs. Recently.
He was like, yeah, I watched like 20 minutes of it.
Okay, he said that a lot of people didn't want to do features with him.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, exactly.
Who?
I don't know. He didn't name the people, but yeah,
Didn't want it because of what? It
because
couldn't
of
have been
slap.
slapping.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Most rappers would.
I mean,
Love to jump on that.
He said artists. He didn't say rappers.
Okay.
Yeah, and maybe I said rappers, but he said artists. So depending on who that was, also it was funny because he was telling the story about how he had got off the internet for 5 or 6 months and how people was really going in on him, and he only knew a couple people that kind of went in on him, and then he was telling the story about how his homeboy Charlie Mack was he was about to shake up with one dude like, hey, what's going on, and then he like Charlie Mack he like that's so nah. Yeah, because he was one of the ones who was going in on him.
Oh, so his friend was like, "Nah, don't."
Shake up with him.
Because he was talking shit about you.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm saying open arms, ain't that fully open. It ain't wide open, but it's open.
Yeah, well, I guess what I meant is just Hollywood, money wise, not necessarily individuals he used to interact with, I guess.
I got you. Yeah, but he's gonna have opportunities. I mean, he just slapped a man on TV.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it was the craziest thing.
I mean,
ever.
absolutely. But I'm saying when it all boils down to it, it's it's not the most reprehensible thing you could have ever did in your
Yeah.
career.
No, I don't even feel away for it. I don't even think about it when I look at his videos and stuff, or his even when that popped up. I don't even think about it.
I do a little bit.
Really?
Yeah. How does he feel? Because that is very embarrassing though.
It seems like he is embarrassed that people got to see that side of him, not embarrassed for slapping him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he meant that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely meant that shit. Also, there was something a long time ago where it was either a skit or this actually happened. It was the exact same thing. Or somebody walking on or it was in a movie or something. Somebody walking on stage at like some grand, thing where they get awards and all this, and like somebody got slapped, and it was damn near like the exact same thing. So a part of me feels like in my little conspiracy part of my mind feels like, damn, I wonder if like that shit was just like a play for the people. Sometimes I think about that. But I don't know.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Yeah.
Nah, but I mean, if you're, but then again, how do I really know?
Yeah, it was too perfect. Too.
Yeah, because nobody talks about the August Alsina stuff too. So I guess.
What you mean?
Like, at first he was getting a lot of heat for the August Alsina, Jada Pinkett Smith stuff.
Well, I mean, he got heat for anything dealing with Jada.
Yeah, but now it's all focused on him and not less Jada Pinkett. At this point, don't you think, or no?
Yeah, I think people are tired of talking about Jada, for real.
Yeah.
I think it's like the same story, for real. And it's like every time it's usually she does something that the masses don't necessarily agree with, and then it's a second part to that, which is you kind of like look over to the side at Will, and like, what does he think about this? And like that has been a cycle
Mm-hmm.
for so many years. I feel like it's kind of like a Kanye thing, where like when
Mm-hmm.
Kanye do something crazy, then you're just like, all right, bro, it's
Mm-hmm.
Kanye. I feel like that's kind of how people are treating this whole thing.
Do you,
I wonder what happened with Red Table Talk though.
oh, it got discontinued because Facebook stopped doing their content stuff.
Oh,
So
so they
yeah.
was like, oh, ain't no money in this, but and they
yeah,
pulled out.
yeah.
That
It's
makes
like
sense.
we don't really. Yeah, it's not as profitable as we would like. But they tried to get in the content game a little heavy.
They got in there.
I mean, in their own way, like um, their own TV content or show content. So they was like they tried it, wasn't really for them, and they did that with different things. Like, have you ever heard of Poke by Facebook?
No,
Exactly. That was their version of Snapchat.
no.
Exactly. Yeah. So they tried to.
I remember you could poke people.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought you
No,
meant.
no, 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 no. It was their version of Snapchat.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah, and so they tried that. That failed. They really thought they was going to bring Snapchat to the ground as like they did Reels, or was that not Reels?
X
Vine,
thread.
Vine. I'm saying it.
Oh, they killed Vine.
At
Oh,
at
like
that point,
Instagram,
yeah,
I
and
guess.
they had bought Instagram. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So
Vine did get
so
killed.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So and then they tried to do that with Twitter with Threads.
Uh-huh.
So because you created a Thread account, is it popping?
I don't be on threads.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand that realm. Like I was in that way of thinking when I was in college for maybe like a year or two.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand people even on Facebook. If you take away the photos and memes and all this stuff, and then you're just like refreshing your feed and people are just saying things.
Well, I
It's
mean,
like,
that's what MySpace was about, really, for real. Don't you think? Because it was all in the big, and when we
it wasn't
was
a thread, was it?
freshmen. Um,
I
so,
thought we just went to people's pages.
yeah, but they had to be doing something. They had pictures in the post. They had your top favorites,
Yeah. But that's like
and then you message each other.
that ain't the same thing I'm saying. That's like that's it's like an individual preference. Like
Okay, what am I missing there?
as in like you go to a certain page.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
No, I agree with MySpace. You're right. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. No. I meant like you go to your news feed and it's nothing but like my day's going well. Man, fuck my parents. Hey, Trump is crazy.
Okay.
Da-da-da-da. It's like
Yeah.
when
But
it's
it
just
wasn't like
words,
that.
I don't understand how people get caught up in it and like are on that all day. I don't understand that.
I mean, words mean something, though.
Yeah, I don't see how these things are still this big. My mind doesn't like I made a thread account and it was cool, but I got bored with it very quickly because it was Twitter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But
well,
that
I'm
was
just not a Twitter guy. I guess that's all it is.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but Twitter, Facebook is more than just words. They have videos attached to it too.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess I'm just not like hip to it. It doesn't make me stay on there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not on Facebook like that. I'm really not on really all social media like that,
Uh huh.
for real. So, so at the end of the point, I definitely get what you're saying, but I can see the attachment of Facebook. I mean, the allure. I mean, this content. People post videos on Facebook. They
Mm-hmm.
also post what they're doing. They post pictures. It's just multi-platform things that you can look on Facebook.
Yeah, it is. It
Yeah.
is. I will say that it is. And maybe it's just not my thing. I don't know. When it's mostly because Instagram is and Facebook kind of sort of now. It's like the opposite. It's like it's not mostly words or quotes. It's mostly videos and
Yeah.
photos.
Yeah. Hmm.
So I think I just naturally gravitate more toward that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, yeah. Because I mean, also that's the scope that you come from.
Yeah,
More of a,
I'm saying even when I was in it, like in college with Twitter and all that, I used to like, yeah, actually, I used to really be on there, and then it just faded out.
yeah, yeah, and I'm just saying, like, but journalists, they love Twitter. They're
Hmm.
probably less likely on Instagram because they more of writers, bloggers. I'm sure are on Twitter more. So it's
Hmm.
just, I'm just saying the scope of where you come from, where you do video and photography.
Hmm.
Well, that's just gonna be where you land in it. Journalists are gonna land on Twitter. You
Hmm.
know, I don't. Facebook is just, it's just the OG. So
Hmm.
everybody's on it, and that's just a way you keep up with family and things along this line because your granny probably on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And you can message family quickly. Yeah,
yeah,
it
it's a
doesn't
lot.
mean, yeah, exactly. But then
Facebook still
then
moving.
it's messy, so you enjoy the messiness of it because people are dogging their family out.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely associate Facebook with more of a hood way of life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's definitely more family oriented. Um, yeah, I think Instagram is more like flashy,
Yeah,
like popularity contests.
yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
And you can really kind of be it, and your Facebook profile is very much your profile. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
You're Justin Smith, or excuse me,
Right,
that's
right.
yeah. And so yeah, yeah, you could be whatever your username. Your username ain't your name
That is
for the most part.
facts. That is
Yeah,
facts.
so you're this whole different person for real.
That
Well,
is
not whole different, but yeah. That's a part of yourself. That's
that's
who you
actually
claim to
you.
be. Yeah, exactly.
That's a fact. I actually I've done that before where I'll post something. Maybe I did this like years ago, but I'll post something and then let's say like a cute girl would like respond or some shit, but she ain't got no pictures,
Mm-hmm.
and I gotta check to see if she real. So I would just type her name in Facebook.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
and
yeah,
see what pops up.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, 100%.
just fact
Yeah,
check.
yeah, exactly,
Just fact checking.
exactly. So that's how I know if I meet you on the street and then you add me as a friend on Facebook. I was like, all right, I got like one of the most common names in America, so you was really searching for me.
On
For real.
God. On
Yeah,
God.
yeah,
I
yeah,
have done that before. People,
yeah,
I guess people do that.
yeah, yeah.
Yep, it helps out a lot if they got like the area code in their bio.
Yeah,
They got that area code.
yeah.
Like some 615. Like Nashville. All right, Nashville. Keisha Johnson.
Yeah, yeah.
There she is.
Yeah.
2 kids.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, nah, you could be a private investigator out here.
No, no. I don't think nobody's better than a woman.
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah. Instagram need to delete that shit that got it's like it could show you who you're following, or who you followed the latest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't. So how does it? Is it an app that tracks that or Instagram?
No,
itself?
bro, it's literally just on there.
So anytime you follow somebody,
Nigga. Bro, it's like you can't even be curious for real. Like if
why
you're
can't you?
no, you can be curious, but I'm saying that I've learned that from a woman. Like would look at my profile and she's like, "I see who you following." I'm like,
Oh, okay.
"How?" And then one day I realized how they do it, and they literally just like look at your following, and after the people that
You mutually follow.
you mutually follow, it's literally the last people that you followed, so they
Oh,
could
okay.
track that shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, I got
that's
you.
like, bruh, what?
Well, it sounds like you shouldn't be following nobody no more.
That's what I be feeling like sometimes.
Yeah.
Like now it's like
Now you
I'm
gotta
so hesitant now.
Now you gotta unfollow him and then follow the person you want, then follow the other person right back.
What you mean?
So say it's me on Instagram.
Yeah.
You can unfollow me, then follow the person,
That's too.
then
It's too
unfollow.
targeted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who's gonna look or who I would
Yeah.
talk to that
Yeah.
But I've realized that, and I've seen that, and I'm like, bro, that's a whole you telling,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you snitching for real. Like
And so who do you be following to where they be feeling that way?
who let's say like if I'm talking to a person
Yeah.
and then let's say that I was very close to a person
Mm-hmm.
or just talking to them all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and then now I don't talk to them all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and then let's say they wanted to check up on me,
Mm-hmm.
and then they go to my page and they see, oh, this nigga's following this, oh, this
Oh,
girl. But I mean, I don't be following that many women. Like,
yeah.
let me follow. I don't do
Yeah.
that. But
Mm-hmm.
there was a time where if I did follow somebody,
Mm-hmm.
they would know exactly. Like, one ex knew who the new girl was. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay, okay. I'm here now.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
they,
So
bruh.
they stalking the girl you just recently followed because they think that's who you're talking to.
It's easy money because
Yeah.
then it's like it ain't nobody after her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he definitely talking to her.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
God, come on, man.
Yeah.
You telling?
Yeah. So on that relationship, because it was like a Jada Pickett thing question that I kind of did have, like, so when you was in a public relationship,
Uh-huh.
um, could you could do you feel like you would be Will Smith in a way to where you was stuck in the actions that she done because she couldn't be somewhat controlled? You know what I mean?
I think, hmm. Uh,
Cause and so and I'll kind of further explain. So Will Smith really couldn't tell Jada Pickett anything because
right.
she was going to say regardless
Mm-hmm.
whatever she had, or whether it was to his detriment or not.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think there was an aspect to what you had to your relationship was like, hopefully she don't go get too wild because when I get home, it's not like me explaining it is going to make it much better.
I think nowadays, no. I think at one point I was creeping on that. I was creeping on like I don't know how far that would be, but at the same time, like they're like what 50 something maybe.
Yeah.
So this is 20 something years probably
Mm-hmm.
of it b- being a certain way, and it kept getting bigger, 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 bigger till it
Mm-hmm.
got to here.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like nowadays, nah, I wouldn't be in a relationship where it could get so far that I'm on your show and I'm like, y'all was in a relationship. Nah, we was like in an entanglement.
Mm-hmm.
I'm walking off the show. I'm
Mm-hmm.
cutting this bitch out. Like I said before, I could see how I was allowing certain things in different relationships that I could see how something can start small
Mm-hmm.
and keep getting bigger, 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 bigger for years and years and years, and then now you like kind of stuck in this thing because you told yourself you was committed, and now the commitment is bigger than how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
I can kind of see how that could possibly play out. Again, I'm only like 30 something, so
Mm-hmm.
but just hypothetically speaking, I can kind of see how that would be. But nowadays, like, nah, man, like certain things, it's just not worth it, bruh. Like that shit sucks. Like I don't know what he's dealing with. I don't know what their relationship
Mm-hmm.
is, but it just seems like it is a very stressful situation as a man, and men go through shit on their own. Like you got to work all the fucking time. You got to do this, that to make sure your family's together, and like you already got your own stresses and shit. The main thing that you want is to come home to a wife that's just like full of peace and like will just make you feel like the world ain't. I don't know. She balances out
Mm-hmm.
the world that you have to deal with outside of the home. That's
Mm-hmm.
what I would want. So like if it's not that and I gotta come home and then like gotta deal with shit and then gotta deal with shit in the public on top of everything,
Mm-hmm.
you're putting that stress on me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I would assume, I can only assume both of them was on some shit,
Mm-hmm.
but it seemed like her shit was making him stressed out publicly.
Right.
I don't know what he was doing behind the scenes. If he was making her ass stressed out,
I'm sure.
that's on them. But that's just all we see.
Right. And so to that, do you feel like you can go back into a relationship and be in a public relationship again where you're kind of somewhat on equal playing field as popularity goes? Could you?
Uh, it's not. It isn't something that I'm like wanting right now. I
Mhm.
guess it's like if it happens, it happens. But I would much rather be with somebody that like I could keep a low profile with, and you know stuff like that. Because
Mhm.
the I think the quote is it's like if you date publicly, you break up publicly,
Yeah.
and like that shit, I don't like that shit at all.
So do you feel like you had to keep it going? Do you feel like regardless of the situation, you had to keep the relationship going because it would be a public breakup?
You talking about my past relationship?
Yeah.
Did I feel like that? No, I never thought about other people. No, I never thought about other people. I knew that was always gonna be a thing.
Mhm.
Like even to this day, like I'm not a guy who wants to be looked at like while I'm outside, and it's cool if somebody like walks up to me and it's like a respectful thing. But also, still, even if somebody does that, the rest of the time I'm in the store,
Mhm.
I know that this nigga's looking at me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, like I don't like thinking about stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. I got you.
So yeah. So I don't normally think about other people, or I didn't think about other people. But in the end, I always knew what I signed up for, which is it's kind of like a gift and a curse thing. It's like you can get a whole bunch of praise, but shit, if I have a bad argument with my girl, and it just so happens to be somewhere, and somebody across the street recognizes it's me or her, and then we record it. Now we on Shade Room, and now it's so it's kind of like I know that I signed up for this, so it's kind of like accepting whatever happens,
Mhm.
which is kind of what happened. Like I had a pay, it's still hacked. I don't even know how to get this shit back,
Mhm.
but they be posting. I don't know if they still do now, but like they did for like a year and a half straight, kept posting me and my ex like on the page over and over, even the engagement photos and like all that stuff, like
Mhm.
over and over and over and over. So like there were times where I would speak to somebody new, and then it'll be like a week later. First of all, these girls are definitely, I don't know, they be letting stuff slide because they be letting stuff slide at least a little bit if you got a little bit of clout or something. Cause I remember there was a time where I would speak to somebody, and then we'll have conversation or whatever, and then like after a week pass, they'll say, "Hey, you know, I didn't really want to ask, but like, are you single?" I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "We've been talking for a week,"
Mm.
and then she's like, "Oh yeah, no, I mean, it's cool. I was just wondering because like I saw you and your fiance being posted on da da da." I'm like, hold up. First of all, you thought
Mm-mm-mm.
that I was still with her. You were still talking to me,
Mhm.
and da da, But
Yeah.
it's all that shit comes with it.
Mhm.
So I didn't do that for people, but it is a thing. So that's something that I always think about. I'm like, damn, like if you get with somebody and it's in the public eye, and you like kind of announce it, like,
Mhm.
yo, this is my girl now. And then if both of y'all got some clout or whatever,
Mhm.
the first initial thing is, oh my God, they're so cute together. Oh, it's just inevitable with whoever you with.
Mhm.
No, they're so cute together. They're so happy. They're da 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 da. And then that bruise.
Mhm.
But it's also developing something that kind of lasts after a breakup.
Mhm.
And I don't know. It could be annoying. It could be annoying.
And understood. Do you feel like that the content that you put out and how great it is that you can't live up to that man?
To what?
To the content that you are, if that makes sense. Like Will Smith, how he had to portray and be somebody. who he wasn't ultimately inside. You know what I mean?
What?
And then you have to like, oh, now that you're with somebody, they see your flaws
Uh huh.
versus they thinking this whole vision of who you are in their head.
Um. Hmm. I can kind of tell what if I were to talk to somebody on a romantic level, it would usually be I would only allow a certain type of person to be like actually intimate with and like romantic and actually vulnerable with
Mm-hmm.
if I know for a fact Steven can be vulnerable with them.
Okay.
So I don't even allow like I might I don't know like have conversations or some shit like that with certain people, but like some people you could just tell it's like they want the guy with 600 or a million followers or whatever. They want that dude,
Mm-hmm.
and that with the glitz and glamour of what it looks like, I guess, or whatever they have in their head, really, because I'm
Mm-hmm.
just hopping in movies.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
for them, they see a successful guy
Yeah. Yeah.
and all that. And if they make that shit up in their head,
Mm-hmm.
they're like, you could tell who wants that person
Yeah.
versus like, oh no, he's like a really cool guy. Like I would actually love to talk to him.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, so I don't really allow those type of people to be like
Mm-hmm.
very close to me.
I got okay. So, do you find it hard not using the clout and influence you have through social media to your advantage when meeting somebody on public that you do like that may not know who you are? Because it is at the end of the day, it is a tool that you have in your
This is
hand.
a super flex.
Yeah, like it's like, bruh,
Yeah.
it's like you can either use a hammer to bang down a door, or you can use one of them those battering rams. It's like, all right, bruh, or like I have a battering ram and I'm choosing very much not to use it.
Uh huh.
You know what I mean?
I don't like first of all, I don't go out much, so I don't like date around and all that
Mm-hmm.
for real. Um. But I don't usually do that at first. I don't usually do that at
Okay.
first. Like I know that's like that's like the secret, like
Yeah.
the secret move I got.
Yeah,
Or the
yeah.
the
Yeah,
Pokemon.
that-
Or
that's the big joker.
the big joke. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I know I got the big joker,
Yeah.
and like you just meeting somebody, and if I think she's cute or she thinks I'm cute or whatever, and then we're talking and da da da. I know as soon as like, what's your Instagram? It's gonna change
Yeah.
the environment.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be like I wonder what he's about. It's gonna immediately be like, oh, he's this. And I kind of don't. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I definitely love having the Joker there, but I just play. I like playing it well. I rather like show that after you realize like I'm a cool guy.
Okay. So the other thing is, what if they don't ask you about your Instagram and there's somebody you like, you're in a party, in like a social gathering. I don't even want to use the word party. A social gathering, and there's a cute girl that you see,
Yeah.
but guys also like her as well, so they're fighting for that attention, and then you're like, all right, this is the thing that sets me apart from everybody else.
The big Joker.
Yeah. But she's very much feeling. You can't tell which way the wind goes.
Yeah.
She may be feeling one guy, you don't know.
Uh,
Yeah. So are you willing to use that big joker? And I was like, hey, follow me on Instagram. What's your name?
nah.
Okay,
Nah.
I think it's a little cap with that.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
Yeah, cause now I'm like, to me now I'm desperate.
Yeah, but it's somebody you really like, and I don't.
I don't want no woman like that though. Maybe I used to, but like I don't. I like women who like me.
Yeah, they may like you, but you gotta very much work for that.
If I gotta like work for it like that, then I'm not throwing out my Instagram. Like
Okay, so you're comfortable with losing something.
that. Yeah. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm comfortable with losing because it's like I just learned now that the girls who like you, it's just a way better outcome. So like if I'm at a social event, and you take Instagrams and all that away,
Mm-hmm.
you still gonna be treated way better. That girl that you talking about, I'm gonna have to chase her
Mm-hmm.
even after the effects of the page and all that goes down. I'm still gonna have to chase her a little bit, just cause like she didn't see me and was like, I like him.
Do you like chasing or no?
I like. There. It's like a 2-part answer. One, no, and two, if I know for a fact that you like me, like a lot,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to show you effort of
Mm-hmm.
showing you that I like you.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's a situation of I don't know if you like me the same, and I gotta chase you to try to get you to see that, I don't like that.
Okay.
I used to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like I said. I'm way now. I like people who like me, bro. It's way better life, bro. Way better life that way.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But but I think, and I'm asking, the chase and initiative are two separate things. Like you, initiative is you asking her out on a date.
Yes.
Chasing is like she really ain't feeling me, and I'm kind of, really convincing her.
I'm trying to convince her
Yeah.
to like me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
no, I don't, no, not that. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that could be one and the same, of you
I mean,
asking a girl on a date,
yeah,
and
it's like a Venn diagram. Like they meet up, and there's like, what a Venn diagram is, where you have the two circles, and both the similarities are intertwined in that one circle. But yeah, so it's like a Venn diagram. I'm sure it's chasing initiative.
how do you feel about that? Like if you were at a party and
Well, I don't got no big joker.
you got a Tesla.
I don't. I've never.
All right, well let's say everybody outside got this is 3 niggas with bikes, and is one dude with a Honda, and it's you with the Tesla.
Okay.
And she says as soon as you walk in, "Oh, you got a girlfriend." Fuck.
Yeah, I know, but we can still play it as
All right.
it,
So and then as soon as you walk in, you see a girl, you like, damn, like she's really cute. And the first thing she says is, "Oh my God, I just love a nigga with a Tesla." I swear to God. I just love a nigga with a Tesla.
Excuse me. no, but what
It's the
it,
same setting,
Yeah,
and you don't know who she's feeling. You don't know any. What would you do?
Yeah. So look at my Tesla app and see how much it's charging right now. But it's funny. I didn't know. So the Tesla, I got it because it qualified for Uber Black, and I want an electric vehicle that qualified for Uber Black.
Yeah.
That because I didn't have to worry about the maintenance attached to it, because it doesn't have Android transmission. So I was like, let me lease one and see how I like it.
That's dope.
Yeah, because I don't have to worry about the maintenance part
of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
All I
that's
got is
dope.
tire rotations and like stuff that has to do with the tires. So that was the reasoning behind it. I didn't look at it all as cool, because it's not like a Mercedes or like a that's not the mind I had to it until I started to use it for Uber.
Yeah.
And I realized, people find this as a luxurious vehicle, and now they're curious, wanting to know. Now I feel like it's easier as an Uber driver, which I did, and I can't really even say that because the Expedition was giving me just as much, But I feel like people was falling in love with the Tesla, and it felt like it was somewhat easier. But yeah, so I didn't realize that until really later on. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm very much a long game person anyway. So like when I was single, I would be at, like I told you about the place, the Golden Door.
Yeah.
And then it'll be talking to the bartenders and being cool with them, and just chat it up, and to eventually, forming a cool relationship and building on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it'll be places like that. I'm using that as an example, like go to where people frequent the place all the time,
Mm-hmm.
to where we can have a conversation, build a friendship, and then go on. I don't have. I feel like Uber was very good at making quick dates
Mm-hmm.
because you're in a car, you kind of forced to talk to somebody, they're interested in you very much off the bat. You can go get drinks real quick and go hang out with other people. Yeah, so it was. I always had that. I mean, I've been doing it for 8 or 9 years, so my dating psychology is different. So I was like, I got Uber that I can hang out. I'm sure it's always gonna come because they always do, and then I can still build a relationship with the people at the places I frequent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So my dating aspect is completely different than the average person. Like I had tried the dating apps. It did work for me in some aspects, but I never the people that I really entertained. I knew that's not who I wanted to marry.
Yeah.
And kind of with Uber for the most part.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that with the dating apps.
Yeah.
I had got off of there.
Yeah, and yours is kind of way different than what mine was. I could,
What?
yeah, dating apps. Yeah, for you.
I mean, even if like it just felt like the people on the dating apps were just like kind of desperate.
Mm.
And I could say the same thing for me at that time. I was lonely at that time. I wasn't going outside. I wasn't whatever. And I was like, bro, let me just like hop on here. It's easier. And I realized that like I was just running into certain people where even if we matched or whatever and we were talking and it was cool, not 10 times out of 10. Now, I'm gonna say 9 times out of 10 because I'm pretty sure there's lovely people on these apps.
Mm-hmm.
But 9 times out of 10, it'll be somebody that I'm just like, I know I ain't finna hang out with this person after like week 3.
Yeah, and also that's the thing about Uber, that it works to a lot of people's, including myself at one point in time, advantage, is that the dating apps is it's a game. Uber, that stuff cuts right through the fluff. You know what I mean? Like y'all hanging out, y'all getting to know each other immediately, hanging out. You get the vibe very quick. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I mean, of course, people can be fooled, and also vice versa on apps. But it's like, all right, I understand the vibe. This is somebody I want to hang out with, because I liked my job with Uber, so I was never gonna be, and the initiator. I've maybe in one time, once or twice, literally, and it was after having a conversation that I tried to talk to him. Yeah, but out of 9 years, but every time was industry because I never wanted to lose my position and their report my ass. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Damn, he's flirting with me.
Yeah, or make it uncomfortable, or I'm very much a rated system. So and you can put notes or like feedback, all those things. So
That
I
shit
always
used to
want to be
happen to me.
Yeah. What?
Well, not on the dating side.
Oh.
But I do remember a couple times where I would like it would happen like let's say like in an hour long ride, I would accidentally put my foot on the brake like while on the highway. And it was nothing crazy. It was just like a small ass jerk, not even one to make you do that. But it was just like small, and this is during traffic. So not like we hitting 70 and it does that.
Yeah.
And then I would just apologize just because like, oh, sorry about that. And then she's like, oh no, it's fine. I drop her off and I got like 3 notes on my shit. It's like he stopped and started, and while he was driving, it was very uncomfortable.
See, I'm sure. One, there was one for sure that like she was very much a Karen.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was with Lyft, and if I report you bad, you report me bad. it cancels out, so that rating doesn't go attached to it. So she was very much a Karen, and I drove off on her ass.
Oh, you said that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, I don't know if I talk about it here.
I think you
but
did.
yeah. I very much drove off on her ass.
Uh-huh.
But yeah. So I knew I was getting a bad rating, but I was going to rate her bad. But then she reported he was drunk, like, and then I had to make a phone call. Yeah. I was like, damn, I should have just canceled it. But yeah, I did. She was 2 rides. Yeah, I did talk about it. But yeah, it was 2. It was 2 stops, and she was like, "Bruh, being a straight B." Yeah. But nonetheless,
Damn.
yeah. So that's the thing. That's kind of like Uber's kind of like a cheat code for things like that. Definitely
it's like
here in
speed
Nashville,
dating.
very much speed dating, and it's speed dating because
Especially the hours and
bruh,
the location.
They've already vetted me through the Uber app. Like they see the vehicle I'm picking them up in. They see my profile picture. They already have an idea formulated in their head before I even pick them up. Yeah, and that's very much so because they be with it immediately. Yeah. So I was like, okay. Yeah, and At first, it was like it's a vibe. Sometimes it can be a vibe. Like you're actually a cool dude, but most of the time they already have it in their head. And they be like, "Oh, you're so handsome," blah blah, and and chatting up.
They already looked you up.
Yeah.
They already swiped left.
Yeah.
Or right. Whatever.
Yeah, like before I'm not gonna go into details, but I've gotten actual while riding to pick her up a phone call from her.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. Like, hey, what's your sign?
Quicker than that.
Okay.
Yeah. Very much quicker than that. That was never a question. Yeah.
Oh
So
my God.
yeah. So that's how they cutting through the fluff it can be.
That's crazy. No, dating is a thing. I couldn't imagine. I think speed dating would be kind of cool. I would like to do that one day, but in the right setting.
I think hosting it would be great.
Hosting it.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to get OJ to do it, host it.
Hosted. What you mean? You was gonna throw your own on the block or something?
Like yeah, like have like when we first did the podcast and all the plans I had for it. For the first one, I very much thought it could be great and big, and like I wanted like a place to where we actually a podcast space, but also like maybe a small event space, to where we could do like events like speed dating or stuff like that.
Just literally setting it up for your community.
I mean, well, it could be a podcast space and like off in a room. But also have, like I told you, like this place called Rosemary's Golden Door. They're actual houses that are made into an event space.
Oh,
yeah. So it could be, it was like something like that in my mind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. To where you can build it out, and it could be like it don't have to be nothing crazy. It can be like 20 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and speed dating, and just have it going and have OJ host it. It would have been hilarious. It would have been great, a good time.
Yeah.
And because I had drove a girl who was hosting a speed dating, and so she was just telling me about how the thing about it is that the some of the people are continuous speed daters, which doesn't sound like a problem, but they slick slow.
They slick slow.
Like they mind ain't right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're like, the girls are like, bruh, this is him again. You know what I mean? So it's a turnoff.
But
they don't have good intentions.
But she's going too again.
But so the feedback is getting is that I have the same continuous guys that are a part of speed dating, and I'm trying to see a different flow of people come in so I can,
They can say the same thing about her ass.
They could, yeah. But women,
there's the same motherfucking girl.
Yeah. But women drive that. They're the driver. Yeah. Of that. So they're going to be the one who kind of has a control in the say.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it comes to speed dating. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Men ain't gonna be. Yeah. Men are the ones that are trying to find well, they're both trying to find the partners.
All right.
But when the dating world and the chase and the culture, women control that whole thing.
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
Yeah, if I'm
it's
making
more
sense.
acceptable for a woman to go to
Like
a bunch of them
you have ladies
versus.
nights, women get in free. Like I'm saying, like that whole culture, women is the actual person control, so they're gonna have to say. The men that you're gonna have to deal with whatever the women bring. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So they kind of say what goes. So they're going to. So the host is going to lean more to their feedback than the other guys. But I'm sure they're going to consider them, but I mean, guys pay for it. They're going to be the ones who pay for the whole date. They're going to be funding the whole thing.
On a speed date?
I'm just saying, that's how it goes. Like even
What?
so they it's naturally how it goes. That's chivalry. Like
No,
so if
hold
you
up.
go to a bar and it's a speed dating thing,
Yes.
you going a woman's going to say, "Do you want me to buy you a drink?" Who's going to say that first?
I'm thinking speed dating has nothing to do with drinks or food.
Speed dating is you go there.
I thought this shit like 20 minutes, we talking, and then ding, and then we get up and go. I'm buying everybody food in this bitch.
No, the ones you like, maybe. Hey, can I get her a drink? You trying to get her to loosen up? To
The
have
drink
fun?
gonna come out after. The drink gonna come out when she on the next dude.
I don't know how. I ain't been to no speed dating. I'm just assuming.
Okay, yeah,
Because
yeah,
the place I was dropping her was a bar.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is Valentine's Day.
I'd love to not even really to find anybody, but just to actually just like do
Yeah,
it.
like a social thing.
Yeah,
Understood.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah. But I mean, the baddies ain't really the ones who really speed dating for real, I
Absolutely.
assume.
I highly doubt it.
Yeah, it's definitely Bartholomew on them.
Yeah.
No. I'm just joking. I have no idea.
Right. The linebacker friend.
yeah.
The one that fiends off the guys.
Yeah.
Nah, but I don't that's what I thought about the dating apps too.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, bro, these girls ain't on here.
Yes, they are though.
Oh well, shit.
They are.
I don't know.
The amount of times I hear people going out and they hear that Hinge notification come up, or that it used to be Tinder notifications all the
I'm
time,
saying,
and they be on them active for real.
Like very attractive women.
They're pretty, yeah.
Well, I okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure they are. I just haven't. I deleted mine quick, so I didn't really like.
And are you
dive into
talking?
it.
Are you talking about the ones back in college days, or?
I'm
some
saying now.
Oh, okay.
I don't think like the quote baddies or like the girls who can walk outside and they could pretty much pick any man they want, whatever. They ain't on no dating apps.
They
for the most
definitely are, for sure. I'm telling you.
Well, shit, maybe you're right. I just always assume that they have so much play. Why would I put myself on a dating
'Cause
app?
men-
I could just go outside.
Because this era of men aren't the same aggressive as they used to be in the past. Yeah. So they're I mean, as we always have, rejection hurts. It never feels good to be turned down, to be say no to in general.
Yeah.
So, but that's even worse when you got. I was just listening to the Diary of the CEO today,
Mm-hmm.
and they're talking about how, like, you be at the gym and you're like, are you looking at my butt? You know what I mean? And
Yes.
you get ridiculed and killed online for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you're gonna internalize that as a man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then you be like, creep. You know what I mean? That really don't feel good.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to internalize that or hear stories of that, see it on Instagram, women talk about it. So you never want to be that guy.
Mm-hmm.
So they're getting, there's less approach happening in person, and you can face that easier online. Otherwise, you're just going to get ghosted, and that's harmless. And all things considered, because there's a million reasons why you can ghost it, and you can interpret it that however you want in your head. You can feel away, but it don't feel as worse as getting online. Or, I mean, getting in person.
Rejected in person.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. That definitely doesn't feel good.
Yeah, but through the spaces, I mean, the person has what they do, probably different pictures of them. Yeah,
What you mean?
like I'm talking about on social dating apps. Then you can look up their Instagram and get a vibe of who they are.
Uh-huh.
So you're doing your own type of investigations in
Yeah.
your mind of what you think they're, and then you pursue it. But there's a lot of relationships built. Um, I don't dog it, but it's the thing about dating apps. It's not a beautiful story.
Oh,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
to tell
yeah,
somebody.
yeah. It's like, yeah, we met on Hinge, which that
I know
actually that
somebody who
matters to
got on
women.
Hinge.
That matter. Like my girlfriend loves our story.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it's a good story too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. How we met.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Versus just
Yeah,
mhm.
yeah, yeah. Or
Being
not
on
even
the
how
app.
we met, how we dated, because it's stemmed from us going to high school,
Mm-hmm.
and then her friend passed away. I appeared at her balloon release party, and I tell the story because we were out on dates talking to whoever's in front of us, like how did y'all meet, and then from there. She I went out to see her. She messaged me. I didn't do anything with that message until I'm really giving long story short of it. Until I met she was a bridesmaid at my cousin's wedding.
Oh, uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then we've been together ever since.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I get what you're saying about the whole
hmm
story
So
thing.
so it sounds more beautiful in terms of the story, and then you hear the and she loves that. I like it too. Um, and if it's just a way better story, like, hey, yeah, we met on Instagram. We met on, yeah,
It's usually
yeah,
on my
yeah,
story,
yeah,
though.
exactly, the DM, yeah. But you also have first dates, and how did that first date go? And that could be a whole story.
Yeah.
Like, hey, he slipped, you slipped and fell, but it was hilarious how it was done, and I just was laughing. We was laughing together ever since, or whatever.
Yeah, I think. I know some people. Well, I only know one person for real. It's like an older friend of mine. She went on Hinge, and she's still with the guy. That's like 2 years in now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, there are definitely people out there for people for sure,
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
Yeah, but I think we just cut each other off really quick
How?
too. Because with when somebody does something wrong through Hinge or through
Oh,
yeah, it's like you said the wrong thing X.
I
Yeah,
mean, I feel like that's people in general today.
yeah, yeah. So it's very much like Next.
Uh huh.
Yeah, you familiar with Next, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
35. I
yeah,
got.
yeah. And then you get out the bus next. That was great. And then they'll come back on the bus. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
MTV
yeah.
was the shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Nah.
Room Raiders.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
Yo Mama.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, your mama was lit.
Oh my God. I need to watch an episode of that.
Yeah.
I'm
I
trying.
wonder
I'm
if
trying
it
to bring
wasn't
it
as
back.
funny as we did.
I don't think it can't be.
Yeah.
They had a whole crowd of people like they was
Yeah.
stomp the yard or some shit.
Yeah. And then you go into that person's house and figure out jokes that you was gonna make it to them. You remember that?
That was it's coming back.
Yeah.
Bro, I gotta watch that. That shit need to come out the vault.
yeah.
What the fuck?
But even Punked was good.
Oh, that's classic.
Legendary. Yeah. So yeah.
Super
It's missing
classic.
a lot.
Damn.
But how you feeling?
I feel good.
Yeah, no, we doing good on time.
Oh, well, damn.
yeah. I was like, yeah, we got little things that we could talk about, but I think we can save it for next week.
Yeah.
Because more information will develop, and we'll have more of a thought process around it.
Yeah, no, definitely. No, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. It's always something to talk about, for real.
I guess so, bro. If we
Yeah.
just start talking.
Exactly. Well, this is Two for the Culture. We'll be back.
Peace.